Hi guys, Louis got me a cup of tea. How we going? Welcome to Defending Elvis. I got man flu today, again, yesterday. I got a feeling I'm going to have it a couple more days, but I'm alright. I've freshened up. I've had a bit of dinner, had a coffee, had a tea. I've been chatting with Donna Presley and Karen for ages. We have got some amazing news, yeah? Fantastic news. Donna's been invited on to some very big interviews. I'm not going to say who they are yet. Watch this space. There's good stuff to come. It's all about promoting lovely Elvis, showing the world how amazing Elvis is, and of course, defending Elvis, standing up to any lies that are being said by anybody. Yeah, anyone that's twisting the truth, unfairly portraying poor Elvis, her first cousin. Of course, exposing Priscilla's bullshit, exposing this fake book, this fake fairy tale. Fake Elvis book, I call it. That's just my opinion. Everything I say on this show is just an opinion for entertainment purposes. Just nothing is fact. We discuss things on a YouTube channel, but trust me, Donna is not happy with how Priscilla is portraying Elvis. Not just in the two books, because obviously this book was another fake Elvis book, in my opinion. Yeah, a trashy book from 1985. Also, the interviews. She's going around the world giving her interviews. Of course, she always wraps them up in sweet stories, and then you get the negative stuff coming out, the stuff that just isn't correct, that isn't true. She gives the impression of things that just aren't correct. Yeah, misleading the public. The number one thing I will keep saying, guys, why did Priscilla Presley, Elvis's divorcee, who divorced Elvis years before he died, ripped him off, in my opinion, in divorce settlements, I think was very cruel to her own daughter, and now has even taken money out of the pocket of her grandkids, the front person of Elvis. Why has Priscilla been allowed to be the front person of Elvis for over 40 years? Why? She was his ex. He had many other girlfriends. She had many other lovers. It's bizarre. They divorced. She was unfaithful many times. Yes, Elvis was unfaithful as well. Why is it? What would Elvis think about the fact that Priscilla has represented him for 50 years? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. And I think Elvis would turn in his grave if he knew that Priscilla was the spokesperson of Elvis, that Priscilla was chosen as the front person, under complex circumstances, to represent Graceland and Elvis Presley Enterprises. It just doesn't add up, guys. It doesn't add up. I know you guys may feel that she saved the day, saved Graceland. She's the reason Elvis is remembered. It ain't true, guys. It ain't true. Elvis would be remembered regardless of Priscilla Presley, whether she existed or not. But she is a divorcee. Elvis is not the love of her life, as she keeps saying. And no, you don't get buried next to your ex-husband that you divorced 60 odd years ago. It's weird. Anyway, let's get more positive. I'm going to be meeting Donna Presley. I can't wait. Quite soon. In England. She's going to come and find me with Karen, her assistant, her best, her close friend. Oh yeah, just so you know, they just launched a brand new Facebook page, Donna Presley Official. It's Donna Presley Official on Facebook. Please follow it. There's a few on Facebook. It's a bit confusing. Donna Presley Official. And if you want to get the book, of course, it's small letters. Donna Presley Official Books at gmail.com. Donna Presley Official Books at gmail.com. It's a beautiful book written by Donna's mother. So, I've been looking for things that are understanding the movement, our movement, Team Elvis. We have a job to do. Okay, guys. Our job is to show the world the true Elvis, to expose the way that certain people have trashed Elvis for money. That includes family and stepbrothers and cousins and an ex-wife and Memphis Mafia. These people have all trashed Elvis for money in books, biographies, documentaries. I know that people don't like me mentioning certain things, but I have to. So we also stand up at the moment, this week especially, to this book. Priscilla twisting the truth, even trashing her own daughter as well as Elvis, and even Michael Jackson. She's trashing him. Now, we're not here to talk about Michael Jackson. We're an Elvis channel, okay? But I do understand that there are many upset Michael Jackson fans based on what Priscilla has been saying about Michael Jackson. So I get where they're coming from. So I've been looking. Where can we find other people that are starting to understand the message that I'm trying to get out there, that Donna Presley is trying to get out there? Remember, Donna is Elvis's first cousin. Vernon is Elvis's dad. Vernon's sister is called Nash. Nash's daughter is Donna Presley. Yeah. Yes, she did use other names in the past, but you can say whatever you want. She was given permission to use the Presley name. Permission by Elvis, by Minnie May. Yes, her married name was different. Yeah, and I understand. But this isn't about the name, is it, guys? This is about, is she Elvis's first cousin by blood? So Elvis's dad's sister's daughter. And yes, she is. So anybody trying to find excuses to take away her right as a Presley, you're barking at the wrong tree. She is Elvis's first cousin. Like it or lump it, she grew up around Elvis for many decades, from the mid-50s. She knew Elvis before he became famous. She knew the real Elvis, the true Elvis, and Elvis's family meant the world to him, especially his the grandmother, so Minnie May. Minnie May was very, very special to Elvis. Elvis would spend many hours with her. Aunt Nash, obviously, that's her mum. Minnie May's her mum. But not just that. The grandmother was important to all of the Presleys. All of them. Minnie May, Dodger. Important to all of the Presleys. Remember, Elvis brings her to Germany to stay with him. He really trusts her. When he lost his mum, Minnie May became even more needed. She was always important, but needed. Yeah, she was very special. Yeah. I think Nash was a reverend, so Elvis wanted to help Nash. When she became a reverend, when she wanted to open a church, Elvis helped her. He helped the setup of the church. He bought her a vehicle to help. He even bought her a gold-plated piano. Yeah. So let's not underplay the importance of Elvis's family and how much his family meant to him. So as I keep saying, this is part one, by the way. I'm trying to find anything that is understanding what we're trying to do here. Why are we having these conversations with Donna Presley? Why is Donna Presley, has she started a YouTube channel to let the world know the truth about Elvis? To stand up to the wrongdoing towards Elvis. Lately, she's done a video, Donna Presley, exposing Priscilla's lies. Yeah, she did another video discussing Priscilla moving to Graceland and gradually squeezing the Presleys out. Yeah, so Donna will speak up. She's obviously done the video concerning Vernon thinking there was foul play. Yeah, concerning Elvis's death. She never said there's foul play. Vernon said it. Yeah, this is Vernon's thoughts. But she worked alongside Vernon before he died in his office that faced the meditation garden. Her and Vernon were very close. In fact, Nash was close to all the Presleys. So anyone that tries to belittle Donna Presley, you're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, she was there the whole time through the 50s, 60s, 70s. She actually was there more than the Smiths. More than the Smiths. Because they moved out around 1969 to 1974. They moved out. Now, of course, they were family, so they would have visited. But they did not live there. Yeah. Even when Donna Presley married, she went to live with her husband. Yeah, of course. She would still visit most days. She would see her grandmother most days, Aunt Delta, obviously Elvis as well. And she was always around. Yeah, anyone that tries to play that down, you're wrong. So this video pops up. Yeah, I'm going to just play the first sort of 10 minutes of it. We're going to have to do this in a couple of sections. Now, not everything in this video is 100% correct because it mentions documents and stuff like that, which is a bit silly. This is a bit of an AI video, yeah? So it's very loud, very exaggerated. I don't like the AI voice. But I get the feeling who's ever made this video is watching our show. Because all of the things that I've been trying to say to the world to expose, you know, the wrongdoing to Elvis, how unfairly Elvis has been portrayed by many people, including his own family, are mentioned here. Even the way that Donna has been treated, even the lies that Priscilla has told. I think lies that the Stanleys and the Smiths have told, the lies that the Memphis Mafia have told. It all gets mentioned here. It all gets mentioned here. Now, we are called Defending Elvis. And that's what we're going to do. I try to defend in a way that would please Elvis. Now that Donna Presley is on board and she fully supports me and my channel, she supports Team Elvis, our movement, Elvis fans around the world. We come together as a movement called Team Elvis to defend Elvis, Lisa and the bloodline. That is our function. Yeah? This isn't about Louis. This is about a massive movement that will go on for decades. Okay, long after I'm gone. So this popped up and I thought, oh, isn't it great that now other YouTube channel, maybe more, you know, channels, maybe if we're lucky, are picking up on what we're trying to do here. So let's listen to part of it. There is also a couple of articles. I think there was one in the People magazine. There was another one as well. So people are starting to go, oh, Donna Presley is challenging Priscilla. Donna Presley is challenging Priscilla. So we're only going to play about 10 minutes and then we're going to come back and do a part 2. Okay, guys? So anyway, I want to repeat, I'm meeting Donna Presley in the UK and we're going to be doing an interview on Zoom for you guys on YouTube. So quite soon, me and Donna will be having an interview. We've got a load of questions we want to go through. I'm going to make you guys understand that Donna Presley is Elvis's first cousin, a blood relation to Elvis. Yeah, we must get this through to people because at the moment you've got the haters trying to make any excuse to belittle and trash poor Donna Presley just because she wants to defend her cousin Elvis, and also they're bringing up things from the past that just to try and trash poor Donna Presley. People can say whatever they want about the past. It doesn't change that she is Elvis's first cousin. You can bring up all the crap and twist it and exaggerate and lie. You will never change that Donna Presley is Elvis's first cousin. And she did spend the 50s, 60s and 70s, even 80s. Because even after Elvis passed, Donna was still around because her parents lived at Graceland in the early 80s. Okay? You can't, you won't get away with trashing Donna because she is Elvis's first cousin. She was there through all of it and lived there as well. Okay, guys, let's go.
With regard to Priscilla Bowyer, but there comes a time when a person takes a step too far.
When someone who shares Elvis Presley's actual...
So they've obviously been watching Donna's videos on her YouTube channel, Donna Presley Official, same name as her Facebook page. I think they've been watching our channel because many of the arguments we're putting across are within what is being said here. And as she says, she's basically saying on this, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm standing up to the lies said about poor Elvis.
blood stands up and calls you a liar to your face, you better believe the world is going to stop and listen. And that's exactly what just happened to Priscilla Presley. Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, someone who grew up with him, someone who was there long before Priscilla ever showed up in Memphis, has come forward with accusations so explosive, so direct, that they've sent shockwaves through the entire Presley legacy. And she's not mincing words. She's calling Priscilla out for spreading lies, deliberate, calculated lies about Elvis, about their marriage, about the family, and about her own role in the Presley empire. Now, before we go any further, let's establish something critical here. This isn't some random person looking for their 15 minutes of fame. This isn't a tabloid journalist fishing for clicks. This is Donna Presley, family, real family.
First cousin, Vernon's sister's daughter.
The kind that was there at Graceland when Elvis was still alive, the kind that sat at the dinner table with him.
She actually lived in the house. She lived in the house. Remember, her grandmother lived in the upstairs bedroom before Lisa Marie was born. Minnie Mae Dodger lived in Lisa Marie's room. That was originally her bedroom.
Kind that watched him grow from a kid with a dream into the king of rock and roll. Donna doesn't need Priscilla's permission to speak. She doesn't need Priscilla's version of history to validate her own memories. And after nearly 5 decades of biting her tongue while Priscilla shaped and reshaped the narrative to suit her own interests, Donna...
You see what is said there? Reshaped the narrative. For some reason, Priscilla has been allowed to be the front person on behalf of Elvis, even though she's just an ex from 60 years ago. Get it? Doesn't make sense. Even these movies that are being made, they've all been made in a way to keep Priscilla happy. These films, Baz Luhrmann felt he needed to keep Priscilla happy with the Elvis biopic, which is just so wrong because a massive chunk of history has been left out. Priscilla likes the world to see Elvis from her point of view. Yeah. So Priscilla likes to imagine that everything is seen from this blinkered view of the romance between Elvis and Priscilla, this perfect fairy tale romance. She discards any other relatives. She discards any other girlfriends. She may mention the odd few relatives that kiss her ass, basically. Yeah. I would say that the only people that Priscilla mentions in the Presley world are people that have kissed her ass for money for decades.
has finally had enough. Think about that for a second. 50 years. That's how long the Presley family has largely stayed silent while Priscilla positioned herself as the eternal guardian of Elvis's memory, the grieving widow who never moved on, the devoted mother, the protector of the legacy. 50 years of watching Priscilla give interview after interview, write books, consult on movies, all while painting this picture of herself that the actual Presley family knew wasn't true.
I like that. The Presley family knew wasn't true. Priscilla was given the impression that she is the Presleys, that her family is the Presleys. Yeah, you get it? Even though she was divorced, she was out. She took Lisa with her. Now, of course, Lisa is a Presley. Of course she is. She adored and worshipped and loved her father and Graceland. But what about all the other Presleys? What about them? Priscilla almost never speaks of them. I've heard her mention Dodger a few times. I've heard her mention Patsy Presley a few times, but who else? Yeah. She has literally erased and sidetracked the Presleys and slowly squeezed them out over decades. Like they don't matter, like they don't exist.
But they stayed quiet, out of respect maybe, out of fear of looking petty perhaps, out of a desire not to drag Elvis's name through more mud.
Not, they have stayed quiet. Obviously a lot of them are past now. But I'll tell you why. Because she had almighty power. Once she became the trustee, co-trustee, once she was added to the will by Vernon, she had almighty power. She was completely in control. Never for a minute did the Presleys ever think that Priscilla would abuse her power, abuse it, almost squeezing them out, almost erasing the Presleys, like they don't count. Remember, the most important thing to Elvis was his family. Always. The Presleys were very important to him. The blood relatives, yeah? So different names, we do have obviously the Smiths, things like that. The bottom line is, Priscilla had her version of how she wanted Elvis's life to be portrayed, his world, and the Presleys didn't fit into it. So they were squeezed out. All she cared about was the beautiful, perfect romance that her and Elvis had, which was not. The romance between Elvis and Priscilla was an absolute sham. She was unfaithful many times. So was Elvis. The whole world has been brainwashed into believing Priscilla's version of the truth. Not the truth. Priscilla's version of the truth. And part of what we do is show the world that there is a true truth, not Priscilla's truth. Priscilla's, I can't even say it. Priscilla's truth is different, is fake, is unnatural, untrue.
Whatever the reason, they kept their mouths shut. Until now. So what changed? What finally pushed Donna to break that silence? Here's the thing. When you watch someone rewrite history in real time, when you see them twist facts and reshape memories to serve...
Do you hear what he says? Now, I know this is AI voice. I can't stand AI stuff. But you watch someone rewrite history in their own time. Her version of events which are not true.
...their own narrative, there comes a point where silence becomes complicity. And with Lisa Marie gone, with Riley Keough trying to navigate the impossible task of honoring her mother's wishes while
I'm glad that he brings up Riley, because Riley is in an impossible position. It's just starting to come out now that Riley is starting to let us know that she's not happy with her Nona's behaviour, Priscilla Presley, her grandmother's behaviour, her mum's behaviour. Priscilla's running around trying to create more sales of this book. Yeah? She's trying to create more sales of this book at the expense of the truth. And this, Donna's had enough. Priscilla has got away with it for long enough. The time for silence is over. So Riley now is like, there's hints now, there's a few press releases that she's not happy with the things that Priscilla is saying about Elvis, her grandfather, and about her mum. Belittling her mum, saying degrading things about her mum and Elvis, her grandfather. Get it, guys? This is embarrassing for Finley and Harper as well. So Riley obviously wants to protect her twin sisters. So I think it's starting to come out now that Riley isn't happy. People think that Riley supports her grandmother. I don't think she does. I think she's in a very awkward position because she's juggling a lot of balls. She's got a family member who is, I think, out of control, maybe even has some kind of illness. She doesn't seem right. I don't know what it is. She seems forgetful. She seems like changing her story constantly. Something doesn't feel right in these interviews. She's carrying on her life as if nothing has changed. You would never think Priscilla has lost her daughter and her grandson. She looks happier than ever. Something is uncomfortable. Something in the giggles. She's got this uncontrollable giggles. Feels wrong. Feels wrong. So Riley, I think, is starting to speak up.
Dealing with her grandmother's endless maneuvering, Donna realized something. If she didn't speak up now, the truth might get buried forever.
Say to you, right, you can relive one moment with Elvis again. Which one would you choose?
Probably our wedding.
Because
Oh, that's a funny answer. I haven't watched all of this, guys. It was a shotgun wedding, you do know that. It was a real rush job. There's even a chance she was pregnant.
Priscilla isn't just some random
and that Elvis was blackmailed into that wedding, allegedly by Priscilla's father. Just allegedly, just an opinion for entertainment purposes, not a fact.
Person telling stories. She's got power. She's got influence. She's got a carefully constructed public image that's been refined over decades. She knows how to work the media, how to position herself as the sympathetic figure, how to make anyone who questions her look like the villain. But Donna has something Priscilla doesn't have, the truth. And more importantly, she has
She was there.
nothing to lose by telling it. The accusations Donna is leveling.
I've spoke to Donna many times. She's going to defend her family, the Presleys. No matter what anyone says to Donna, she will defend her family. That's all that matters to her. She will defend her cousin Elvis.
Aren't vague. They're not soft. She's not saying, well, maybe Priscilla's memory is a little fuzzy. No, she's saying Priscilla has been lying,
Which she has been.
Repeatedly,
And it is intentionally, and it is repeated.
about fundamental aspects of her relationship with Elvis, about her role in his life, about what really happened in those final years, and about how she's positioned herself in the aftermath of his death. And here's what makes this so devastating. Donna was there. She has the receipts. She has the memories. She has the family perspective that Priscilla can never claim, no matter how many times she calls herself a Presley.
She lived with Elvis, guys. Yeah. She lived at Circle G Ranch. This is Donna. She also lived at Graceland. She also, once she got married and moved out, she visited most days at Graceland. She was even visiting most days after Elvis died as well. She was very close to Elvis. Remember, Elvis was very close to Donna's mum, Nash. Very close. Yeah. And Donna's, you have to remember that Donna's mum grew up living next to Elvis. She was 9 years older than Elvis. They had homes next to each other, so they really did know each other well before Elvis ever became famous.
Now I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, why would Donna do this? What does she gain? And that's exactly the right question to ask, because the answer tells you everything you need to know about what's really going on here. Donna gains nothing. In fact, she risks a lot. She risks being painted as bitter, jealous, attention-seeking.
Already I'm seeing the haters trying to say that she's not family. They're trying to dig up the past with no idea of the past. They don't know what Donna went through at the hands of a drug addict, violent abuser husband that she married, who ended up in prison. Yeah, they don't know. So when you're being sent these ridiculous things that are being said about poor Donna Presley at the hands of this man who threatened to kill her children, when you understand the truth that it was her husband who was jailed that was the crook, not Donna Presley, then you'll back off and leave her alone, because she is Elvis's first cousin. Whether you like it or not, she has Elvis's blood in her veins.
She risks the wrath of Priscilla's defenders, the people who have bought into the polished image. She risks dragging herself into a legal and public relations nightmare. But she's doing...
And that is true, guys. When you stand up for someone, you risk backlash, you risk threats, you risk what's been happening to her. Some small-minded people, small-minded YouTube channels, small-minded, jealous, envious Elvis fans are attacking her. I've even seen Priscilla fans, obsessive Priscilla fans, with their Facebook pages attacking poor Donna Presley, making the most disgusting accusations about poor Donna Presley, who is just Elvis's cousin. That's all she is.
Doing it anyway, because sometimes the truth is more important than comfort. Sometimes watching someone manipulate history becomes so unbearable that you have to speak, regardless of the cost.
And that is where it's got with Donna. It's become unbearable. She has to speak.
And Donna isn't alone in feeling this way. Talk to people who were actually close to Elvis. Not the hangers-on, not the business associates who came later, but the real family, the real friends. And you'll hear the same frustration simmering beneath the surface. They've all watched Priscilla craft this narrative where she's the central figure in Elvis's story, when the reality they lived was so different. So here's where we are. One of Elvis's own blood relatives has publicly stated that Priscilla Presley has been lying to the world for decades. Not exaggerating, not misremembering, lying. And the
Literally lying.
specific lies Donna is calling out, they cut to the very heart of Priscilla's entire public persona.
I'll tell you what I like about these AI things. I'm not a big fan of AI, guys. But saying that, I love ChatGPT. Amazing. But brilliant pictures. These AI, I don't like the voices. The voices speak too fast and like, yeah, weird. But the pictures are bloody good.
We're talking about lies regarding her marriage to Elvis, lies about her devotion to him, lies about her relationship with Lisa Marie, and most damningly, lies about her motivations for staying attached to the Presley name and fortune all these years.
So Priscilla tries to portray as if she was a perfect wife, did nothing wrong. She tries to portray as if she was a perfect mother, did nothing wrong, which is so far from the truth. It's laughable.
This isn't a disagreement over minor details. This is one woman looking at another and saying, "You've been selling the public a fairy tale, and I was there. I know what really happened."
And if you go on to Donna Presley's YouTube channel, she's telling the truth, guys. She's exposing Priscilla. Please don't think I'm a hate channel on Priscilla. I don't hate Priscilla. I defend Elvis. Yeah, I stand up for Elvis. He can't stand up for himself. I challenge the lies. Yeah, that's what we do here at Defending Elvis and Team Elvis, our group of defenders. We are Elvis defenders. This isn't about attacking Priscilla, calling Priscilla names. This is about showing the world the truth. That's why we call it the Elvis Truth Files, okay?
I'm not going to let you keep lying. Now, here's the question that should be burning in your mind right now. If Donna is willing to risk everything to call Priscilla out, what exactly did she witness that was so egregious, so undeniable, that staying silent was no longer an option? What lies is she exposing? What truths is she finally ready to tell? Because I promise you, what comes next is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about Priscilla Presley and her role in the Elvis story. Everything. So what exactly is Donna Presley calling Priscilla out for? Let's get into the specifics, because this is where the fairy tale Priscilla has been selling for decades starts to crumble.
So guys, I haven't watched this part. I'm going to keep going until we get to 10 minutes. Then we're going to come back to a part 2. There's 4 minutes left. Now, it's AI. So I'm not sure just how accurate it's going to be. So far, everything that has been said is 100% correct. Let's just see what happens.
First, let's talk about the biggest lie of all, the one Priscilla has built her entire public image around. The devoted wife. The woman who loved Elvis so deeply that she never truly moved on. The grieving widow who spent the rest of her life honoring his memory.
She definitely was not a devoted wife. She was unfaithful at least twice. As I keep saying, you guys are probably bored of it. Months after Lisa Marie was born, within a year of the marriage, Priscilla was unfaithful. Then she was unfaithful again with Mike Stone, the karate champion. In fact, we've got a brand new Mike Stone interview that we're going to be reviewing. I'm not sure when, today or tomorrow. It's an hour long, so I need to find time to do it.
According to Donna, that's complete fiction. Donna reveals that the marriage between Elvis and Priscilla was essentially over long before the 1973 divorce became official.
100%. It was in the mid-70s. In mid-71, she was secretly seeing Mike Stone. 100%. In the middle of 1971, they were over. But don't forget, she also was unfaithful months after Lisa Marie was born. Remember, Lisa Marie was born February 1st, 1968. So less than a year after the wedding, guys, Priscilla was being unfaithful with the dance instructor. And she's even admitted it in her book. Page 262, she calls him Mark.
We're not talking about a couple who tried to make it work and sadly grew apart. We're talking about a relationship that had been dead for years.
Many say that Elvis was forced and blackmailed into that marriage. 100% both of them were not ready to be married and were not ready to have a child. 100%.
With Priscilla already emotionally checked out, and according to Donna, physically involved with other men while still technically married to Elvis.
Not just according. It happened. It happened. She was physical with other men, one of them married.
Now,
No, actually, both of them married. Both married men.
Priscilla has admitted in interviews to her relationship with Mike Stone, her karate instructor, but she's always framed it as something that happened after the emotional separation.
Which is incorrect. She was seeing Mike Stone secretly for a good year. We're going to play that interview at some point, today or tomorrow. He's spilled the beans. He said, yeah, 100%. She chatted him up. She knew she wanted to leave Elvis. 100%. She made the relationship happen. She went after a man that was married to Frances Stone. It's alleged that Frances Stone was pregnant and they had a small girl, I think called Shelley. Yeah. So Priscilla broke up 2 families. Frances Stone, Mike Stone, his family, his pregnant wife, and his small daughter Shelley. And then you've got Elvis and his family. So could you imagine the kind of person you are to go after another man's wife, another man's pregnant lover, they've already had a small girl called Shelley? This is what Priscilla is capable of, yeah? So you think about what we're dealing with here, the kind of person that can do that. Don't forget, she'd already been unfaithful months after Lisa Marie was born. Think about it. If she was unfaithful when Lisa Marie was only a few months old, that means she may have got to know the dance instructor, Steve Peck, during the pregnancy. This is within a year of the marriage. Come on, guys. What kind of a person are you that is shagging around when you've got a newborn baby or in a very new marriage? You imagine the kind of life Elvis gave Priscilla, the home that she lived in, the luxury that she lived in, the beautiful homes she lived in, the beautiful life she was given. Don't forget, she moved from Germany a very simple home with her parents to Graceland to live in a mansion, to live like the royal family, live like the Kennedys, to live in luxury. That was the life Elvis handed to her on a plate. And her thanks was within months of Lisa Marie being born to be unfaithful with the dance instructor, Steve Peck, which she's admitted to as well. So pretty bad, guys.
As if she was this lonely, neglected wife who finally found comfort elsewhere. But Donna's version paints a very different picture, one where Priscilla was already planning her exit.
And Mike Stone has said this. Even this interview was yesterday. Mike Stone has told us she chatted him up. In fact, she had met him a few times before the affair happened. She made the affair happen.
Already cultivating her next relationship, while still living off Elvis's name and money. And here's the kicker.
While still living off Elvis's name and money. She completely ripped him off with both the divorce settlements. I actually think there was a third divorce settlement, if you understand things, but that's a different story, guys.
Donna says that in those final years of Elvis's life, Priscilla was barely around. She wasn't at Graceland holding Elvis's hand through his struggles.
And Donna did say this in her Donna Presley official YouTube channel. She just posted this, quite a new video, that once they divorced, Elvis didn't see much of Priscilla. Yeah, they were done and dusted by 72 anyway, 1972. The divorce was official in 73. Elvis didn't hardly ever see Priscilla then. Yeah, they may have phoned a few times, but it wasn't even always Priscilla that would drop off Lisa, because obviously Elvis shared custody for Lisa Marie's daughter, who he adored. Sometimes she would be dropped off. Yeah, Elvis hardly ever saw Priscilla after the divorce was official in 1973. But Priscilla gives the impression as if she was with Elvis all the time. She wasn't. So, you know, you've got to be careful, guys. We're not being tricked and conned here. And this is why I like this AI video that's been done by Timeless Tributes. Please subscribe to them. Timeless Tributes. I don't know the channel that well. I hope there's no trashing of poor Elvis on this, so be careful when you subscribe. But what I've seen so far is excellent, because it's exposing the wrongdoing of Priscilla.
She wasn't the concerned ex-wife trying to help him. She had moved on with her life, and according to Donna, she had very little contact with Elvis in the years leading up to his death. But listen to Priscilla in any interview from the last 40 years, and you'd think she was by his side until the very end, that she was this constant presence in his life, that their
Laughable, absolutely laughable. And that is true what he just said. Priscilla plays the doting wife. She never was, guys. She never was.
bond never truly broke. Donna is saying that's a lie. A convenient lie that makes Priscilla look like the eternal love of Elvis's life, when the reality...
And this is the con. If you are not really a proper Elvis fan, where you've done your research, where you understand the truth, you see the outside, the fluffy, like the cream on the top of the cake. Yeah, you just see oh yeah, perfect fairy tale romance, they were so happy. The only reason we remember Elvis is because of Priscilla, because she saved Graceland, and we owe everything to Priscilla. This is how the general public around the world see Priscilla. You know, Elvis is only remembered because of Priscilla. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Go and do some research. Find out the truth. Priscilla has nothing to do with why Elvis is remembered. Nothing. She has just rode it and milked it and cashed in on it. And she has cashed in on the Presley name for 50 years, guys. That's all this has ever been about. Even with the museum, even with Elvis Presley Enterprises, it's always been a way of getting money. Always. Never about a love for Elvis. They had divorced many years before he died.
reality was far more distant and far more complicated. Now let's move to the second major lie, Priscilla's role as Lisa Marie's mother. Priscilla...
Now this is pretty upsetting. Of course, now the book From Here to the Great Unknown has come out. Yeah? This is more nearer the truth. Riley Q finished the book. Lisa Marie did it with her tapes. Yeah? She did 16 tapes. And she did say about the wrongdoing of her mother and the alleged sexual abuse of Priscilla's boyfriend when she was just a child?
Priscilla has positioned herself publicly as this devoted, protective mother who always put Lisa Marie first. But Donna witnessed something very different. She saw the distance between mother and daughter. She saw how Priscilla used Lisa Marie's connection to Elvis as leverage, as a way to maintain her own relevance and power. According to Donna, Priscilla didn't prioritize being Lisa Marie's mother. She prioritized being Elvis Presley's widow.
And being Priscilla. Priscilla always looked out for Priscilla. It's always been that way. She always puts herself first. Even the ridiculous stuff with Scientology, even sending off poor Lisa Marie as a child to summer camps. Just there's so much irresponsible behavior as a mother, Priscilla the mother, towards her own daughter. She was supposed to protect Lisa Marie. She was supposed to take care of Lisa Marie. She didn't.
There's a massive difference between those two things. One is about genuine love and connection. The other is about maintaining status and control. Donna reveals that Lisa Marie felt this. She felt the manipulation. She felt like she was a pawn in her mother's larger game of staying connected to the Presley empire.
So I do think it took a while. I do think that poor Lisa Marie, as a young, as a child, as a teenager, even in her 20s, I do think she had been conned and tricked into thinking that Priscilla was the reason Elvis is remembered, the reason Graceland was saved. I think she fell for it, yeah? But eventually, the truth comes out. The truth comes out, guys, yeah? And eventually, poor Lisa Marie started to see the truth about Priscilla, her mother's lies. And this is where we see a different Lisa Marie who starts to stand up and challenge her own mother.
And that's why, as Lisa Marie got older, she pulled away. That's why she cut Priscilla out of her trust. That's why their relationship was so strained for so many years.
So don't forget, Lisa Marie went out of her way to remove her own mother from the trust. Later, Priscilla knew about it. Later, Priscilla tries to reverse this, claiming fraud. Yeah, which is bullshit. Because Priscilla knew that Lisa wanted her off the trust. Don't forget, once Priscilla's off the trust, she's out of it, guys. She has nothing to do with Gracelands. So this was a big deal.
We all saw the public tension. We all heard the whispers about their estrangement. But Priscilla's defenders always framed it as Lisa Marie being troubled, difficult, unstable. Donna is...
And this is a big thing, guys. Priscilla has... and even now she's doing it with the new book. Softly as I Lied to You. She tries to paint a picture that Lisa Marie was a difficult person, a challenged drug addict, and almost an even trying to dismiss her as a very rebellious, uncontrollable teenager and young adult. Yeah, when the truth is, look at what Lisa went through. Look at what she went through, guys. Dragged away from her father, Elvis, because Priscilla wanted to run off with Mike Stone, the karate champion, when she was just 4 years old. Dragged away from her father to live with a stranger, Mike Stone. Think about it, guys, how that would have affected Lisa. Not just Elvis. Of course it affected Elvis. Poor Lisa, a 4-year-old girl, waking up every day with a stranger, Mike Stone. Priscilla always put herself first. Did she care how poor Lisa Marie felt waking up in this stranger's apartment? Think about it, guys. Serious stuff. Serious stuff. Don't forget, Priscilla's already been unfaithful with the dance instructor a couple of years earlier. Unbelievable. Shocking. All of it shocking.
Saying no, Lisa Marie was protecting herself from a mother who had been using her since childhood. And then there's the lie about Graceland itself. Priscilla has dined out for decades on the narrative that she saved Graceland, that she turned Elvis's estate from near bankruptcy into a thriving empire.
So guys, before we step onto that topic, the Graceland topic, I want to end it so we can come back with a part 2, because that is a whole nother kettle of fish. But I will just end it by saying this. The plans to create a living museum were already at hand. They were never going to break up Graceland into little pieces and sell it off. It is a lie that Priscilla has been telling for years. She even told this lie to her daughter. Now, yes, eventually Priscilla does get on board and make big decisions and get involved with that process, but it was already planned. It was always going to happen. There was always going to be the effort made to turn Graceland into a memorial to Elvis. It was, of course, it was a massive attraction for Memphis. Memphis City knew that Elvis's home, Graceland, needed to be preserved. The idea for the museum was already at hand, and there were already mini tours being held at Graceland before Priscilla came along. Yeah, by Colonel Tom Parker, by Donna Presley. So Priscilla likes to say, "Oh yeah, it was all my idea. I saved the day. I turned it into $100 million business. I'm the reason Elvis is remembered." Elvis was going to be forgotten. We all know that Elvis was never going to be forgotten. Never. The fans loved him. It's that simple. Elvis's body of work that he had done through his life was phenomenal, amazing, fantastic. And as well, his personality touched the world. He charmed the world. The world were in love with Elvis. Yeah. We didn't need Priscilla to remember Elvis. We didn't need Priscilla to do a living museum. Priscilla did not prevent Graceland being sold. Now, yes, there's a complicated structure here because, of course, I think Memphis City were trying to do everything themselves, keep it in-house. There's a possibility they were going to purchase Graceland, and maybe Priscilla was involved in that process. I'll give her that with a management team, yeah. But it was never going to be broken up. The Graceland, the building, the home, Gladys's home, was never going to be broken up. That is a lie, in my opinion. Just an opinion for entertainment purposes, not a fact. And I feel that it was a cash cow. It was money in the bank. Let's do the museum. They knew that the amount of people visiting the graves in their thousands, that the living museum at Graceland was a sure thing. Priscilla tries to say it was a massive gamble and she didn't know if anyone would go. It's bullshit. She knew, they all knew, it was a sure thing. Okay, guys, so that was part one. I got a bit of a cold today, I got a bit of man flu. I'm so pleased that I'm going to be meeting Donna Presley soon in England. Yeah, we're going to be doing a Zoom interview soon as well. I think we're going to do a practice run today at around 1 o'clock. What time is it? So in about 25 minutes, just to make sure it's working, we're going to test out Zoom. So we're going to do a Zoom interview. I'm going to meet her myself in England. Please go and follow her new Facebook page, Donna Presley Official. And of course, go to Donna Presley's YouTube channel, Donna Presley Official, which is having hundreds of thousands of views now. It's this channel, she's got over 10,000 subscribers within months, nearly 500,000 views within months. So Donna Presley's channel is going to be massive. So we at Defending Elvis, Team Elvis, are so honoured and proud that we get the support of Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin. And we challenge anyone that tries to say and take away her right as a first cousin of Elvis, as a Presley, as a family member, as the bloodline of Elvis. Anybody trying to trash or belittle Donna Presley in any way, you're going to have to deal with us. Team Elvis, Defending Elvis. Elvis fans around the world coming together to defend the man we love, Elvis, and protect his family and defend Riley, Finley and Harper and Gladys and Vernon and Benjamin. We are going to stand up for them because they cannot, should I say, Elvis and Lisa cannot defend themselves. They're not here. So we'll do it for them. Yeah, proudly. Donna Presley is the #1 defender. The #1 defender, always. Take care, guys. I'll be back for a part 2. I also want to do the Mike Stone interview. There's a couple of other things we need to go through as well. So we just don't have enough time in the day. I'm hoping that this man flu clears up. So not feeling great today, guys, but I'm okay. I'm okay. A special thank you to Defending Elvis, to Team Elvis. Thank you. All the best. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoy this.